Hi everyone, it is time for another full self-driving video because I just got version 12.5.4.2 on my Hardware 3 Model Y. Heard a lot of things about this being smoother, the graphics being smoother. We're going to put it to the test with our normal morning drive. So with that, let's go. All right, here we go. Getting started, coming down our lane here. You can see I've already got an issue with the speed. My speed limit is set to 49 and I'm doing 38 for some reason. So that doesn't seem to be fixed in this version at least, and I think a lot of people have reported that. So we're coming up to a right-hand turn, and cross traffic is 55 miles an hour. There should be some warning traffic here. See what it does. We have a red light. We do have some traffic off to the left. We'll see if it tries to go. While we're here looking at the screen, we can see, does the screen actually look like it is smoother? And usually with fast-moving traffic, you can kind of see, at least on Hardware 3 cars, that jitter. And it does look, I think, smoother, which is actually quite nice. It did make a nice, smooth, buttery turn there while we were talking, and completely hands-free, and I wasn't even paying attention to all that much other than what was going on, but very smooth turn. We're going to be making a left-hand turn here. We do have a light. Sometimes it comes into this turn lane a little hard. Slowing down is actually really nice. One of my complaints of past versions, it seems to be a little too aggressive, at least for me, in how it slows down. So we'll just sit here for a second and wait for our light to turn green. Yeah, I think it's definitely smoother, the graphics, as far as the car movements. There's always been kind of a stutter, and one of the engineers on X came out and said, yeah, we fixed a 5-year-old bug. Oops. Glad they fixed it, but it's definitely buttery smooth on the screen. All right, here we go. Wouldn't go. I had to push the gas. That's a problem. Once I did, it did make a nice, smooth turn. All right. Going to be coming up here. Our speed is set to 33. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Phantom brake. You see we slowed down 20 miles an hour for some reason, or slowed down to 20 miles an hour. That's not good. And we are not speeding up. I'm going to resist pressing the accelerator for this test. Let it do its thing. It is creeping up. Still 2 under the speed limit. And it would appear that we might be staying here. Don't know what it was doing back there, but it got scared. And I will admit that this latest couple versions have really been bad for in-town phantom braking for me. And this particular road, going in the opposite direction nearly every time, right on this hill, in fact, it just has a really tough time. And I thought it had to do with weather conditions or the time of day or the placement of the sun or the shadows, but it doesn't. It just seems to have an issue with that particular road with just massive, massive phantom braking. All right, we have a 4-way stop. We need to get over here into the straight lane. Making a full 4-way stop here. Thank you, U.S. government. Nice acceleration. We'll call that a moderate acceleration. Past versions, I thought, kind of accelerated at 25 a little bit hard. That was fine. Again, our speed limit's set to 28. It's doing 26, 27. Been told that these are being fixed in later versions, but those later versions are only on Hardware 4 right now. So I really hope they push out a point update or get us up to speed on Hardware 3 that addresses these speed issues, because they're significant. All right, right-hand turn here. have a light. So we're gonna have to wait. Distance to the next car is good. So recap so far while we're waiting. We have phantom brakes. It didn't go on the green left arrow. So not perfect. Definitely not perfect. Right-hand turn, that's buttery smooth. That's never been an issue. It's been good for a long time. We're gonna be turning onto a frontage road. Sometimes it has speed issues on these frontage roads, but let's see what happens here. Right-hand turn. Speed is pretty good. Maybe a little slow. All right, with that, we'll stop and get our morning caffeine. Then we'll pick things back up on our way to work. All right, we are done. We are ready to head into work. So let's just go ahead and get started and we'll see what happens here. Had some issues off camera getting out of this place with the latest couple of versions. We'll see what happens here. Coming into, yep, look at that, full stop. It's completely, it's doing some weird stuff. The blue line is doing circles. It's hesitating. Look at that. Oh, if I wait long enough, is it going to figure it out? Oh, usually I intervene by now, but because I'm talking, I didn't. And I guess it self-corrected, but man, that was rough. Turn was buttery smooth, so the smoothness I will agree to when it's not doing weird stuff like it just did. The driving feels a little more natural, especially when coming to intersections and slowing down with cars and traffic. The slowing down is very natural. It wouldn't impact anybody else in the car, where I think before it might have been a little too abrupt. Acceleration feels nice and smooth. This is driving right now exactly how I would be trying to drive if I was driving manually. Speed right now is okay, but that might be due to the fact that we've got other vehicles around us and the following distance is kicking in. We are going to be transitioning up to 45 here. We'll see what it does. So come down to this hill. It's a green light. We'll be hitting it relatively fast. For some reason it didn't. It changed the speed limit to 35, even though the sign was clearly 45. And I flicked it up to 45. Because of traffic, I doubt it will speed up. All right, right-hand turn. It does not want to use that little side frontage road turn lane. Just does not. It's not on the nav, but it should be able to see it. But past versions it used it, but this time it did not. So we're approaching our place of business. We'll have our final left-hand turn here. See what happens. Yep. Oh, look at that. It wanted to turn, but then missed the turn. We'll make the second turn. Yes, it did. So let's go ahead and break out. That's it. 12.5.4.2. What are my thoughts? Well, you just saw it. Screen, the goods. The screen is smoother. I like that. The driving behavior also seems smoother. I like that. However, there were some issues, and I say some regressions with this particular drive. We had the left turn light that it wouldn't go unless I hit the accelerator. We had a number of phantom brakes. We had that crazy thing happen trying to get out of the parking lot where in the past it's never had an issue. We've had some speed issues still. So I would say overall, based on my evaluation on this single drive, and this is just one single drive, that this is a 1 step forward and 2 steps back. There have been enough regressions that would make this a little hesitant to have other people in the car and make it think like I'm driving, and it's going to be doing some weird stuff. So there you have it. 12.5.4.2 first drive, hardware 3. So maybe it's different with hardware 4, but this is a hardware 3 car. So Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate you tapping that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscriptions are always welcome. And if you're looking to pick up a Tesla of your own, and I would still highly recommend it, FSD on the whole, this journey has been amazing, and what it can do with the hands-free and everything has been absolutely amazing. But if you're looking to pick up a car, make sure you use a referral link to save you up to $1,000 on that order. Any referral link will work, but if you want to use mine, that would be great. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.